Tanya here with Lemon Home Designs, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a lemon topiary to add to your summer decor. Let's get busy crafting.
Some items you'll need for this project are, first of all, you'll need a package of lemons. I used about 25 lemons, I think. This is almost a 3-inch styrofoam ball that I attached them to. Of course, if you use a smaller one, you'd use less lemons. A container of some sort for a planter. Some foam that you could put inside the planter. You'll need a wooden dowel. This is a 3/8 inch. Then you'll need some bamboo skewers or toothpicks so that you can attach the lemons. I have some antique wax here, just that I stained my wooden dowel to make it look wooden. Also, I had some black paint to paint my container, and just some leftover leaves from any projects that you could use, and then some type of moss that you can cover at the bottom of the base at. So these are the supplies, and a glue gun to make things stick if you need to. But these are the basic supplies that you would need for this project. I've got these plastic flower pots that I've got at Dollar Tree. Actually, they came in a pack of 3, and I used one of them for my Easter topiary a couple months ago, and I had these 2 left over. They're very small. The diameter is it's about 4.5 to 5-inch diameter, and it's about a 4-inch pot. Okay, so they're not very large at all. Now you could just leave them green like this, but for the lemon topiary I'm going to do today, I want to go ahead and paint this black. So I'm just going to use what black I have, just a regular black craft paint here, matte acrylic paint. And let's see if I can get it to, ooh, it's going to bubble up on me here. And I'm just going to go ahead and put some on there. Clear all that brush away. Hair coming out of it. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of let that dry for a moment. To me, not need a second coat, but just in case it does. So it is nice and dry right now. It did not take long at all. I only did 1 coat, so truthfully, I think 1 coat was perfectly fine. What I didn't do is I probably should still come in the rim here and do so, and I might when I go back. But I wanted to show you real quick. We're going to go ahead and now put some styrofoam in here. Now, they sell these at Dollar Tree for $1. So you can do that and cut it and put it in there. But I'm going to use some styrofoam that I make from the insulation foam that I spray it and I make it attached to things to be able to use as well. But I had some pieces left over, and I'm going to just go ahead and stick this on inside here, just enough to get it in there. And like I said, I probably should have just gone ahead and I could have painted that black as well. But I just want to get that secure, nice and snug in there. Okay, and then what I want to do is I'm going to take a wooden dowel. Now my husband picks them up for me at Lowe's, but I picked these up at Michael's. Okay, and I think I want to say they were 3/8 an inch. I can't remember. I will look it up and put it down below. But I got them for $4. Okay, and I want to make sure this is. Now my pad underneath is not as straight, but make sure. So I'm going to put this in the center. I don't want it to move much, so I'll make sure I get it in there. Oop. Okay, now it's gonna. Part of that's because of my pad underneath is warped. So let me do this real quick. Let me see if I can. Oh, this one isn't all that straight either, but we'll see. Okay, so it will sit up. Okay, like that. Then what I want to do, make sure that's straight somewhere. And I'm going to just take some moss. Now this is the moss I've used in many of my projects before that I get from Walmart. You can also buy some at Dollar Tree and things, but I've had a big old bag of this from Walmart. I could glue it down, but I'm not going to because I may just come back in and reuse this for something else. But right now I'm just going to cover this up. Actually, I just had a thought. You could leave it natural like this, but I think I want to, I don't want to pull this out. So what I'm going to go ahead and do real quick, because I want a natural look to it, I'm going to use some antique waxing here, real quick here. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to use my brush. I think I'm going to just use a towel I have here. And just use a little bit. Just a little bit. Just want to stain it. I don't want it to look quite as raw. So I'm going to just kind of wipe this up and down. I don't want this as raw looking as it was. I think it's just very little antique wax stain. Mine was a folklore. I think also, I've heard Walmart sells one called Waverly. Okay, I think obviously I got mine most likely on Amazon. I don't get out much these days. Just have it come to my door. Okay. So there, that's all it took, just a little bit. Oops, just a little bit of it. Put that there. Okay. And so then I have just in case you can't see, just a little more wood looking in there. Okay. Now maybe put that there. Then what I want to do is attach a styrofoam ball for me here. I have this pack I picked up from Michael's. Now this is smooth foam. It was a package of 6. I want to say it was like a $4 or something like that. It's about almost a 3-inch ball. I also had some that I had from Hobby Lobby. It's about the same size. Okay, so I'm going to do. Actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the one I have open already. Possibly. Let's see. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that here on my dowel. I don't want to go all the way through, but I want it down. Oh, and I just did. We're going to put it back up there. Thanks. Too much there. I actually thought about doing a double. So I might do that. Let me go ahead and let's try that. Let's try that. Let's try doing a double one. Okay, so we did that. And get another one here. And I won't go down as far. Maybe. We'll try that. Okay, so then I've got a double. And that side here real quick. Then I have these packages of little lemons that I got from Michael's. The Ashland fruit. They were like $7.79, but I used a 20% off coupon online, ordered online, did a curbside pickup. Okay, and I think it was 1, 2, 3. I think there's like 10 lemons in there. Yeah, it says 10 piece. If I'd read the tag. Okay, so now the other thing I'm going to use now is you can get these at Dollar Tree as well. Just bamboo skewers that you use to put kebabs on, but I make great sticks for me. I cut mine up. I cut them in about thirds. So right now about 4 inches a piece. We'll see if that works. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is just take a lemon And let's see if I can poke this inside there. Okay, you just kind of wanted that. And not go all the way through, Tanya. Okay. And we just want to go around. That might have been too, they might not be small enough for this. So I did not have enough lemons to go ahead and do the double, and actually once I put them on here there wasn't enough room to do a double anyway. So I went ahead and I just moved this on up to the top there. And to keep it from slipping, because if you remember I went through on there, I went ahead and hot glued the top and I hot glued the bottom here. Okay, and I actually might go in and hot glue some of my lemons as well so they'll stay put. But notice all the space I have in between. Now it's time, I'm just going to come along and I just have some leaves here, and I couldn't begin to tell you what it is. I bought this a long time ago, probably from a wholesale. So I'm just going to go through and I'm just going to tuck leaves where I can in between. Let me go ahead and cut these off for a second here. Just cut some leaves. Also, you'll notice I took it out of the bucket because it was just easier to work like that. I'll come back to that in a minute. What I'm just simply gonna do is just take a few leaves and just kind of look and see. Like I told you, one of my lemons just fell out. That little guy needs to get stuck back in there. So you know what? I wonder if his thing might be too short. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Stick him on in there so he'll stay put. Put a couple of them in here. Okay. Come here and just start tucking them in there. Kind of hot glue it. And then I'll just go around and do that with all of these. And here's the final result. I went ahead and I added a bow, just a small bow, to the bottom of this. I also decided to add a couple of lemons on the bottom to make it look like it had fallen down. And then of course staged it with a couple of items.